Hey folks, here we are again in Tales of Vesperia. We are in the Forest of Cave Mock. I've switched back to Yuri after we demoed our new party member, Raven, the latest person that I'm totally gaga for. So the game is doing an impressive 6 out of 6 cool party members that have joined us so far, so that's really impressive. It's actually kind of hard for me to pin down who I don't like. Oh man, I think I will have to say Rapide is my least interesting party member, simply by virtue that being a dog, he doesn't contribute that much to, like, cutscenes and stuff. He does cool stuff every once in a while, but, you know, and he does have a backstory, but his contribution still is less than basically everyone else, and that's crazy seeing as we basically have a not-so-pipe-smoking, dagger-wielding super dog here. Like, it's crazy that I'm saying that that's the least interesting party member, but there you go. Yeah, so Mystery Man Raven decided to, basically against our will, join us on our travel through Cave Mock. We have come to this super save spot, a rare one that tops you off in your health and technical points department, which means that there's probably a big-ass fight coming, and I have not played Yuri in a while, but he's a pretty balanced character, so this should maybe go okay. I mean, oh my god, look at what we are walking into right now. Oh boy. Didn't even get any practice at the start of the episode with the regular enemies. Well, in we go.
This is the same phenomenon we saw at Heliord. The air is weaker than it was there, but there's no mistaking it.
Really now, I don't know. Well, it's glowy and stuff, I guess, but...
That monster looks just like the ones that attacked Dawngrest.
Does it? It looked like a big scorpion guy. I don't remember. Okay.
Here it comes.
Let's party. So I don't have Raven in the party because Giga Larva. Alright, big scorpion boy. As you may recall, Carol has a skill going on right now which gives him bonuses against bugs, and this boss probably counts as a bug. I mean, in hindsight, it could have been 50-50. It could have been a plant monster as well, but for the sake of it, I had Carol in the party, and it looks like it paid off, so it's a boss fight, so let's go moderate.
Air causing this?
This must be why the town kept getting attacked by monsters.
Is there any way to quiet the monsters?
Walked into that one.
They get us.
We might not make it back alive.
I hope we only have to kill this
Get
one.
behind this lad.
We'll lose our lives if we aren't careful.
Man, I'm trying to play strategically here, but this bug guy is not exactly... Okay, well that's it. Locked down for a bit. Go get that. Let's just get in a little closer. Put in a big toxin field. Did I actually jump over his attack with that? That would have been awesome if I... Oh no, it's because I was using some kind of... Oh, it's going for the... Ow! Wow. Got this Dragon Swarm move, that should do some damage. Ooh, where are you going, lad? Huh? Oh, you don't? Big swing. There we go. Oof. Oh, another one. Look at this, we got 2 ones on this lad. I'm curious, I don't do this often, but let's pop a magic lens and see what this guy's got going. Oh, we've got him on the ropes already. See that? He's already below 10,000, which isn't actually that much. Ow! Wow, that stompy attack is something fierce, though. Oh, wow! I haven't learned to tell for that move yet. It's a little hard to stop that one, isn't it? Oh! Ooh, did I just do a... Did I do a critical parry just now? Because only 1 point of damage while blocking? Oh, I see. So that's what the attack does. It shoots a bunch of those blips in the air.
Now the town's safe.
You can't relax yet.
The air is still out of control.
I was about to use my own over limit, but yeah, we had him on the ropes already. Giga Larva went down pretty good. Pretty good fight, I'd say. I still got tossed around a lot, but I think I kind of got a handle on his moves. Nah, I shouldn't say that. I wouldn't know what the, like, blocks and tells were there, if we're perfectly honest. I'm pretty satisfied with that, how that went down. Ooh, spicy potion.
Finish that one.
Oh,
Just keep
groovy.
getting stronger.
Yeah. And Raven's still like, hey, I contributed to you guys. Don't worry about it.
Trees, the monsters. It's gotta be the air that's causing this.
Yeah, you could say that.
There's more of them.
Oh!
So this is the end, huh? Farewell, all my dear fans the world over.
Yeah, well, I guess I did. Me and my big mouth did say that last boss wasn't too bad, so sure, let's go against 4 of them.
I'll make sure your gravestone reads, "Here lies the world's biggest sack."
Oh, so full of love, these
You're
guys.
supposed to say stuff like, "We can make it through this together."
Okay. Bring it on, then! Got plenty where that came from. Whoa! Who is this guy? Oh. Okay.
Who is he?
He just evaporated them? Duke? That can't be his name.
Wait!
So mysterious. It is Duke. Unbelievable.
What is that sword? Let me see.
It's awfully
How
flashy.
did you do that back there? You, like, slice through the air, but that's impossible.
What good would that knowledge do you?
Oh man, this guy.
Well, I mean, with something like that, we might be able to stop the Blastia from going berserk. We saw that happen to a Blastia. The air was out of control. We couldn't do anything.
This was only a distortion. It is a natural occurrence.
Distortion?
Thank you so much for helping us.
Do not go near the air, Krene.
The what now? Man, this guy's mysterious. So yeah, then he's just like, oh, this is no big deal. It's just a distortion.
What do you mean, Air Krenet? This place?
Oh, so I would have pronounced it Kreen myself, but sure, Krene then, I guess. It's probably Krene in the Japanese as well. Kurene.
Air Krene are the springs from which all air in the world comes.
Oh, okay. From Tetiala, I presume. Ah, it's a reference to Symphonia. Yeah, that had all this dual worlds thing. Like, the question, where does magic come from, was answered very specifically in that game. I don't know if this game will go that much into it.
Springs of air.
Who are you? This isn't the kind of place you just go for a walk.
That was kind of a weird... I've been really happy with the dub, but those 2 lines, the way he enunciated one after the other, was a bit weird.
We would have been dead without your help, though. Thanks.
That power. Could it be the Rizomata formula? I can't tell anything from checking things out here. I have to see some others.
The Rizoma... What? Okay.
Hey, didn't that guy earlier say these were all over the world?
I find it weird. I guess they can't space the little line on the bubble because Carol and Raven are too close, but that looks like Raven is saying a line from Carol. That's kind of silly.
Yeah, he did.
We won't know anything solid until we find them and study them.
Yeah.
So, I guess we're finished looking into things here?
What? We haven't even looked at the shiny thing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, let's get back to Dongris to meet with the Dawn.
But we didn't do anything. All we did was stare at the glowy wellspring of mana. Okay, I guess we're done then. Alright, I guess we're not gonna look at this any closer. Imagine if that just blew up the whole forest. There was like a secret game over there if I did that. Ooh, that would have stung. Okay, good job, team. We won against all odds. That's pretty good, pretty good. Yeah. So I've been looking a little bit into...
This looks
discussion about this game, the impressions of people who are as new to it as I am, since this is like the first time on modern consoles and PC. And some people like do have trouble with the game system. And I feel like I do as well. Like I feel like I could be playing better. I can't shake that feeling. And the advice that I read online was that I should learn to chain arts, which I guess means...
I beat you into next week.
Which I guess means that I'm supposed to, like, use arts smartly one after the other. So, you know, those techniques that eat up points. And I'm doing this so I get a refill of my technical points and HP. And, well, far be it from me to criticize that, since I'm both a newbie at the game and I,
Leave it to me.
And I, oh yeah, it is on save technical points, never mind. And obviously I haven't actually tried mastering that yet. So I shouldn't really start criticizing it, but I shouldn't, but I'm gonna do a little bit anyway. But I feel like what problem I would have trying to chain arts is that the cost is so prohibitive. Unless the game wants me to equip those beginner arts that only have low cost. But even with those, I feel like going through all these fights in this game, like, I will eat through those points a lot faster than I'd go through, like, MP in a more turn-based RPG. It's just my, like, little feeling in the back of my neck. By the way, can we equip some new equipment? Is there a better... I think we're rocking... Yeah... the best gear at the moment. Yeah, we'll have to look back in town if I can make something new, but I don't think there's any right now that are unnecessary. Skills... Okay, we got a skill from that there. So free up some points. Could spend into something. I'll look at that closer. I think once we're done with this area, we'll go back to town. I'll have a look-see at that as we're leaving the place. Which way was out of here? Oh dear. So yeah, that's just my first inkling is like I couldn't sustain that kind of gameplay for very long. I don't feel like just throwing moves at the enemy all the time, chaining guards. But I can't deny, like, I remember Symphonia watching, like, that fight against Yggdrasil at the end of the game where the guy did, like, this crazy 30-hit combo. He just kept going, like, putting moves in. Like, I still to this day don't know how the guy did that, except that he was amazing at it. But, so here I'm trying to, like, I did that big attack. I did not have a chance to continue after that. I certainly did not chain any arts there, so that, I'll give you that much. Yeah, so I don't exactly know. I don't know what exactly I should do precisely to, like, really get the feel for this system myself. Other than, you know, I am handling myself. That much is evident. So in that sense, like, I shouldn't complain too much, but go get a big ol' AoE. Wow, I got hit a lot. Someone could put a heal on me, please. There we go. Actually, I should use Fang Strike more. That's a nice, cheap move.
It'll be 100 years before you can beat me.
So, but, you know, I will see about that, I guess, at some point. Maybe as moves get cheaper and cheaper, but I have the bad habit of equipping more and more expensive moves as I proceed. I can't believe they're making... This is like a really, like, not modern gameplay design, is that we have to backtrack through the entire dungeon. I shouldn't be surprised, though. We've had a couple of areas like that. It's just like in a modern game, there'd be like either a quick travel out, or like there'd be like a path that, like, one-way path that loops back to the beginning. But maybe, you know, I think a lot of people would say that that's, like, lazy, making things too easy, so this is very old school, that we're having to backtrack like this.
Your legs are shaking.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I am. I feel power running.
I wouldn't, shouldn't really... Well, I mean, you can criticize it, but, like, I can see why people would actually enjoy that. enjoyed like having this whole backtrack situation here. Certainly I'm enjoying that I have a moment's break to talk about some of the points that have been on my mind, although I'm doing a terrible job of going through those salient points.
Anomalous air conditions result in Blastia going out of control, which in turn leads to monsters turning vicious.
Unlike usual monsters, which are just a bundle of joy and laughter.
If this is related to the distortion he was talking about, it might not be only this forest that's affected.
Also, you totally name-dropped him. Don't think we didn't notice you named that Duke guy, Raven. Why don't you spill the beans on who that guy was already?
You sure mumble to yourself a lot, don't you?
Because there's been like this, like... a real, like, arms race of super more badass people one after the other. Because we've had... the Blood Alliance people have shown up who are, like, really intimidating. Then the freaking Hunting Blades... Their boss is super intimidating. Oh, well, first of all, the Clint guy is intimidating. Then their boss in Dawngrest is like really badass. Then there's Alexei. Well, he hasn't been too much of a show off. But then there's that Schwann guy, and now above all of them is Super Edgelord Duke. Apparently, wow, we've got a list of like people, a real pecking order to go through to show off to everybody. To challenge all these folks.
Another monster attack?
I don't know, we're probably not gonna fight all of them. Like, I don't know. Alexei seems like a good being, he'll probably be a good guy. Maybe the Hunting Blade guy as well, maybe.
Keep your head down.
He'll just remain a ally as well. He's a bit resistant, but yeah. Ooh, that was a close one, I guess. What's got them moving?
It's them.
Dawn!
Oh, Don, speaking of the badass guy, here he is. That's the guy, I couldn't even remember his name.
Do something.
Oh, but his name's Don, right, because he's like a mafia boss, of course.
Do something? What do you mean?
Those savage monsters turned docile as pups and ran off. What did you do?
Oh.
Yuri, it must be because we stopped the flow of the air.
Oh, I totally missed that we actually did that. Did we do that at some point? I thought we just stared at the thing. Okay, I'm mega dumb today. I'm sorry.
The monsters turned tame because we stopped the runaway air.
Runaway air?
You mean there's more solutions than just killing things? Huh.
Hey, old man, do you know something?
Well, my old friend Bellius used to say something about it.
So it's true that Dawn and Bellius are friends.
Wait, who is this guy? Have we met Abelius? I need to start charting all these characters.
Who is Bellius?
The Duce, who rules the Colosseum of Nordopolica.
Oh no, Il Duce? Oh dear, I'm a little worried.
Nordopolica.
And what's with that runaway air?
It was really amazing. More and more really strong monsters kept on coming, but we...
Yeah, we totally did that, not the mystery Sephiroth guy.
Boy, those are the sorts of things you keep to yourself.
What?
What?
Yeah, what?
You don't do deeds like that so other people will notice. You do them so that you can protect your town and your friends.
Oh, what a hero, man. What a Don Whitehorse with the lessons here. Don't get cocky, kid.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, could I see him for a moment?
Also, we did not kill all of those Giga Larvas. Giga Larvae. It was the mystery white-haired man with the evil-looking sword.
What?
We are gonna fight him at some point. That was a bad guy-looking guy if I ever saw one.
Oh, you can use healing arts. Thank you.
Ain't that Raven over there?
Oh, you know him.
Quit hiding, you.
Oh, okay, you know him. Okay. That is a funny cut. He's just in the bushes.
Our man ain't giving you trouble, is he?
What do you mean, trouble? The reason the monsters got tame was our doing. Mine especially.
Oh, he just gave that lesson about not, like, grandstanding, and Raven's just like, yeah, I took care of it.
Huh? Raven's a member of Altosk?
Somehow that seems to be the case.
Ouch, Gramps. Cut that out.
Oh, wow, what the...
Shut up, you!
Don Whitehorse.
I see Raven is as liked among these guys as he is among our party. Huh?
What is it?
I know we've only just met, but I have something I need to talk to you about.
Quite the strapping young lad, aren't you? What's your name?
I'm Yuri. Yuri Lowell.
And I am quite into Canadian technical death metal, if you had to point out, yes.
Yuri, eh? So you must be the leader here.
I guess?
Excuse me, Gramps. Anybody home?
There ain't been too many lively youngsters around here lately. So I'm feeling bored.
This freaking Raven's like, well, I'm the leader, of course, and he just gets completely, like, sandbagged.
I'll listen to you, but in exchange, you gotta indulge me for a bit.
Look at the face on him over there.
Jeez, what a time for that old geezer's bad habit.
Oh my god, are we gonna have to fight him right now? Oh no.
What are you talking about?
Is that his indulgence?
Whenever he finds someone who shows a little backbone, he just has to test them.
Ah, criminy.
Test? Test what?
Their strength, of course.
Oh boy.
Exactly. Now, come and indulge an old man in his innocent hobby.
Thankfully, there was a save point just a second ago. If this is a fight you have to win, then I could be in trouble.
No. You can count me out.
You like, I was just saying that I've been having trouble, like, really getting the grip of the fight system. Like, I feel like I could be doing better. It's these freaking one-on-one fights which are showing it more than anything. Or really one-on-two, as Adekor and Bokkos keep demonstrating that I am terrible against them.
Hey, he just took off.
All right. An opportunity to face the head of a guild isn't the kind of thing that comes along every day.
Yeah, Yuri's up for this. Look at the big smile on the Don as well.
That's the spirit. Show me what you got.
Ah, well, so he is kind of an ally, but we have to fight him anyway, even though I just speculated that, we might not need to fight this guy, but here we go.
If you're so old,
Ooh.
retire and drink tea in peace.
Sorry, but that's really...
Oh, jeez, I'm still hurt from all the beat down I took,
not my style.
I screwed up.
Cool, I didn't get a single hit in because I was trying to recover after my beat down from... Cool. Great, thanks, game.
I'm just getting started.
Okay, thankfully it was not a required fight. Speaking of not knowing what to do, I was like completely deer in the headlights there. Got to get myself healed and then I just get bopped all over again. Ugh, man.
Well, that's enough. After all, if we keep this up, this is gonna turn into a real battle.
Yeah.
That was the most fun I've had in a long time. All right, I'll hear you out now.
He just demolished us in like 5 strokes, and that was the most fun he's... Okay, cool. Now I feel extra bad. I didn't even put in a good show there. Ugh. Okay, well, we'll just have to carry on. Although that was a mean trick of the game not to, top me off for this fight at least. I guess, again, I was just talking about, like, modern mechanics versus an older game. Like, yeah, I guess that is more of a modern thing to top you off for a situation like this.
Don, sorry to interrupt.
I see. All right, you dogs. Time to head out.
Now, let's not kid around. The way he was doing those moves, I probably would have lost against him anyway. But I would have liked to at least have gone around with him.
Sorry about this, but something's come up. We gotta return to Dungrest.
So we're not having that conversation. Groovy.
If you come by the Union, you'll have my ear first chance I get. Hope that's okay.
If I have your word, that's fine by me.
You're not nervous at all to talk to me. You all would make a good addition to our guild.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I might consider that. Also, did I read correctly? Am I completely out of apple gels?
Everything I got in that fight, though.
Oh my... I feel like the game is mocking me now. It's like you did all this fighting and I just stood there and took it like a chump. Oh, it stings me.
A guild, huh?
We're gonna make one, right?
We'll see.
So, what do you think? Y'all finally get a taste of how awesome I am?
Yeah, you're actually a really cool character to play as.
I sure didn't notice you being too awesome out there.
Oh, wow. What?
Always so quick to criticize.
All right, I'd like to go back to Dongrest to meet with the Dawn and keep looking for Barbos.
Yeah, okay, let's get on with the plot.
Rita, once Yuri's done with his business, we should go back to report. Rita?
Uh-oh.
Oh, what was that?
She's fallen asleep standing. That's a...
Once Yuri's done, we should go back to report to Alexei. Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing. Come on, let's go back.
Okay, the mysterious man in the forest.
Just who was that strange person with the sword anyway?
Do you think he came to Cave Mock all by himself? There are so many monsters around.
Judging by the way he was standing, he's pretty confident in his own abilities. He seemed calm or even like meditative. Well, whatever. He was a strange guy.
Yeah, I have no idea what was up with him at all.
Yep. Well, it's kind of a guy. Oh man, we really are out of... Oh, this feels awful that I'm all out of... How did I go through all of them in that fight against the Giga Larva? I didn't even notice. I thought we were playing moderate. Man. Well, we can always rely on this to provide us a little bit of help. There we go. Now we'll last for a while. Oh, we were this close to the end. Okay. Well, that went pretty well. In fact, we can pop a... Now I will remember to use this. Pop a mat while we are here. And that will actually really help us in our return trip to... we could have probably... It's not a long way to Dawngrest, but I'll use a mat anyway. Just so I don't forget. So, in the ongoing debate between Troy Baker versus Grant George, I believe, was the name of the guy hired to do the new dialogue for him in all of the Definitive Edition scenes. Because I've been, like, waffling on, is it a new voice actor in those scenes, or is it just Troy Baker? Because people online, when I read their impressions, they were like, oh, I hate this new guy. Or, well, not hate, but they're just like, oh, it's so jarring, this new guy sounds so different. Wish they got in Troy Baker. But I've been unable to tell the difference between them two, to the point that I've been, like, thinking that... Did they actually just re-record all of the dialogue in this game for Mr. Grant George, and I'm just being thrown off, and I'm that bad at telling voice actors that it hasn't been Troy Baker at all? Well, I was so like, annoyed by this question, like, just bothered by it, like, I need to know. Concealed wave. Okay, I'll have to check what that is.
You didn't think I was that strong, did you?
I was, like, so, like, you know, vexed by that question, like, is it him that, we'll just listen to this.
White horse. I can see how a man like that could rise to the top of the Union. He's pretty impressive.
I'm just relieved he's the sort of person who's willing to listen. I didn't think he'd give us a chance, considering that he's never met us before.
That's what makes the Dawn so great! I told you, right? Man, he's so cool!
Do you run his fan club or something?
No, come on, he's a really nice guy. He's like kind of all, like, jolly and battle
I feel like an easy win.
excited and stuff, but like he's also like a really, like, sensible guy, down to earth dude. He's a really fun guy to talk to. I enjoyed him. So anyway, to figure out am I going crazy, I went and looked up some of the scenes. Some of the scenes when we met, some of the cutscenes from the last episode where we met Raven for the first time. I went and looked up these exact same cutscenes from the original 2008 or 9, whichever it was, release of the game, and I really played back to back my recording versus that old recording, and I can't tell the difference. It sounds exactly the same. The cadence, the intonation, the voices. It has to be the same original recording that they're using. So it has to be Troy Baker in all of those cutscenes. I am now convinced. Like, it's not Mr. Grant George doing a different voice. Grant George being hired to voice all of
Let's get this over with.
All of Troy Baker's original lines. Like, it is actually Troy Baker's lines still being used. But that just means that
Nah, this isn't scary.
Grant George is
I feel so powerful.
amazingly good at intimidating Troy Baker. Intimidating. Maybe he's good at intimidating him, but he's also good at imitating Troy Baker. Because I unlike the internet, as a completely new, fresh face to this game, I think he sounds exactly like Troy Baker in the other scenes as Yuri. So I have no problem with Mr. George's output in this game. Oh, I'm so used to there being a cutscene whenever you come to a town that I was expecting it just start up, but Right, we've been here before and nothing really new, so let's get fishier and fishier.
I never would have thought Raven was a member of Altosk.
It looked like he and the Don were close. The old man probably has a pretty important job.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, but he's probably one of Altosk's top officers. The fact that he can leave town on guild business shows the Don trusts him.
Wow, what a big
That
deal.
old man. You can't judge a book by its cover, Rita.
Fishier and fishier.
Oh, I was hoping for Raven to walk into that skit, just like, hey guys, what are you guys talking about? Oh, nothing. It's all cool. Speaking of which, let's see. Actually, I'll rotate Repeat in now. And, oh man, should I actually try going without Rita for once? Like, swap Raven in for Rita? We've yet to be without the caster in our party, but it's so good to have, like, 2 guys on the back row and 2 guys fighting. Let's risk it for a while. We'll see how it works with no mage in the party. At least our, like, DPS will be huge, but, because I'm, like, thinking, like, I keep swapping basically just the 2 characters out all the time. It's always those 2, Estelle and Rita, in the party, and I kind of have to keep Estelle in the party as the main healer. She just helps out way too much on that front. Oh, by the way, we learned the new thing for Yuri. We learned Concealed Wave. Strike the enemy with your weapon, sending them flying a great distance. So just a one big smasho move, okay. Kinda don't want to put that in here. I like these moves that are going on right now. I mean, maybe for Fang Strike, but again, I kind of wanted to have one cheap move, since if I can chain arts, at least I can keep going longer with the chaining if I can afford it like that. Oh, jeez. Speaking of affording, 400 gold. Steep. But if I can afford in terms of technical points to like just keep hammering those arts to actually chain them. Yeah.